Hello and welcome to the 67th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais. Thank you. You probably know me as the creator of The Office. No, you don't, do you? You think Steve Carell did it all? Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he, Steve Carell? He's amazing as the bumbling office manager. Where does he get his ideas from? Let's pay him hundreds of millions of dollars and put him in every movie. If you can't be bothered to go to the cinema to see Steve in action, then just watch him every Thursday here on NBC. Or if you think that particular version of the show has jumped the shark a little bit, this is what some of the forums are saying, then watch the original, Fridays, on Adult Swim. Or get the box set, that's still available. So, just 12 episodes in a special. Quality, not quantity, that's what counts. Go and get that. I will be making the most of this opportunity. I'm not used to these sort of viewing figures. Let's face it, nor's NBC. So, on a serious note, just looking at all the faces here reminds me of some of the great work that's been done this year by cosmetic surgeons. You all look great. I've had a little bit of work done. I've had cheek implants. They put them there, which is annoying. And I've had a penis reduction. Just got the one now. That's enough. And it is very tiny. But so are my hands, so when I'm holding it, it looks pretty big. And let's face it, I usually am holding.
If Hollywood started a streaming service, you'd probably call your agent, right? So, if you win an award tonight, keep it classy. Don't use your time to lecture anyone. You're not in a position to preach about anything. Most of these folks haven't spent much time in the real world. Many of them spent less time in school than someone like Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, just accept your award, thank your agent, and keep it simple. Alright, let me take a sip of this drink. We're about to dive into some real talk. The country's been through a lot. People have sacrificed, and it's time to stop all this woke nonsense. There's a real pushback happening against that culture. People are tired of it. Regular folks, good, hardworking Americans don't want to hear about it anymore. And don't get me started on Hollywood and the media. The fake news is everywhere, and they've got to go. It's all about common sense and the values that made this country great. People like Ricky, true patriots who care about what's really going on, are leading the charge. They're not afraid to speak out. We want answers. Our tax dollars are being wasted, and we deserve better. We deserve transparency. And millions of everyday folks around the world are starting to realize.
If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and off.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good right here. I got to get a sip of this moonshine before we get into it, y'all, because my president took a bullet. And I know a lot of beautiful patriots that done took a bullet, that done shot the gun. They said to get the out of here with that woke. They say that DEI right, all that nonsense got to go. All this woke crap got to go. And I know a lot of true patriots named Ricky. You're looking at one. Oh boy, I got to get a sip of this shine. That's that blue raspberry right there. That's that blue raspberry. They say the hell with Hollywood. Holly weird. Yeah. The corrupt media. The fake news. The enemy of the people. They got to go. All that woke stuff got to get up out of here. And they say Ricky Gervais is a true patriot. They say Ricky Gervais has balls of steel. He's a hero to the normal hard-working people that want their tax-paying dollars back. The Pentagon can't even tell you what $1 trillion went. I want my tax dollars back. I want my dollars back, man. And I know it's millions of patriots around the world. They want it back right now. They want that money back. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. All this woke America, wokeness, Hollywood, the woke culture. Get it out of here. Yes, indeed. But I couldn't wait to get into this video, y'all. You know, shout out to them hardworking, beautiful patriots around the world. And a lot of people said, Ricky, got to check out Ricky Gervais. I said, yeah, you know I got to check it out. We got the same name. Just the difference is he spelled his without.
Realize it, too. It's time to take a stand and say enough is enough. I couldn't wait to jump into this conversation. Shout out to all the hardworking, beautiful patriots who keep this country running. People have been telling me to check out Ricky J. He's got the same name, but he spells it a little differently, no big deal. You probably don't even care how I spell it either, right? Anyway, let's get into it. Hold on, one more sip before we jump in. Alright, now we're ready. The election's over, and I know some of you might still be upset about it. Maybe you didn't get the family invite this year, or you're still feeling the tension. But you know what? I'm here to remind you that we're all in this together. No matter who you voted for, you're still welcome here. America is about unity, not division. If your family cut you off over your vote, you've got a place here. Alright, let's dive into this. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. We've got a lot to cover, and I promise you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's talk about how 5 celebrities got taken down a notch if you win an award tonight. Please don't use it as a platform for a political speech. Let's be real. Most of you are not in a position to lecture the public about what's really going on. Many of you haven't spent much time in the real world, so if you win, just accept your award, thank your agent, thank your God, and keep it moving. Ricky J is not holding back when it comes to the woke culture in Hollywood, and it looks like he's not stopping anytime soon. This British actor and comedian has become one of the loudest voices against wokeness, especially when it comes to calling out Hollywood celebrities. For instance, take the Golden Globe Awards. You won't believe what he had to say about the executives and directors in Hollywood. But tonight isn't just about the stars. In this room, you've got some of the most powerful TV and film executives in the world. These are people from all walks of life, but they all share one thing in common. They're terrified of Ronan Farrow. If you don't know who he is, let me tell you, he's the American investigative journalist who helped expose Harvey Weinstein's crimes. So when Ricky J says Ronan is coming for these Hollywood execs, he's not so subtly hinting that they have a lot to answer for. And just in case that wasn't clear enough, check out what Ricky J...
Just about the people in front of the camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you.
In case you're wondering, Ronan Farrow is an American investigative journalist known for exposing Harvey Weinstein's sexual abuse. So the fact that Rick says here that Ronan is coming for the Hollywood executives, he's not so subtly saying they're all sexual abusers. And just in case that isn't clear yet, check out what he says in his next breath.
Talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland.
Next. Speaking of all the perverts in Hollywood, he points out how this was a big year for films about sexual abuse, like Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, and The Two Popes. Ricky doesn't hold back. He says, "Shut up. I don't care." And honestly, that could be his motto. He's calling out these Hollywood elites, directly accusing them of promoting harmful content, and even names a few movies that he believes push inappropriate narratives. Now, Ricky doesn't care if they like it. He's not afraid to speak the truth. And it's not just about
Crime was that I dead named her. Now, I'd never heard that term, before a day after the Golden Globes, and that was saying her old name, and even acknowledging that she used to be a man.
Hollywood execs. Caitlyn Jenner also found herself in Ricky's crosshairs. This all started when the woke mob went after him for simply referring to Jenner by her former name, Bruce. Ricky admits he made a mistake, but when he learned more, He really
Did everything. He was all over the place. Shot put and pole vault. He won a medal. He was famous. He was on telly all the time. But, you know, a big, famous man with a huge, I don't know, but I mean, I'm guessing he's a big, but I've learned my lesson. Now, I'd never dead name her now.
If Hollywood started a streaming service, you'd probably call your agent, right? So, if you win an award tonight, keep it classy. Don't use your time to lecture anyone. You're not in a position to preach about anything. Most of these folks haven't spent much time in the real world. Many of them spent less time in school than someone like Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, just accept your award, thank your agent, and keep it simple. Alright, let me take a sip of this drink. We're about to dive into some real talk. The country's been through a lot. People have sacrificed, and it's time to stop all this woke nonsense. There's a real pushback happening against that culture. People are tired of it. Regular folks, good, hardworking Americans don't want to hear about it anymore. And don't get me started on Hollywood and the media, the fake...
True patriot. I'm just putting it out there. We all know that now. We all know that. But yeah, this woke crap got to get up out of here, man. You know, what's your pronouns? I don't know. I mean, boy, can we make common sense great again? Can we just go back to common sense? You know, common sense. And at 24 years old, y'all know a lot of y'all don't believe it when I say it. I know my beard is growing back out. And I got my baby face when I cut my beard. Some of y'all be thinking I'm 45, 50, 60. It's all right. I know. I know. But I tell you right now, at 24 years old, I'm glad that I woke up from this wokeness, this woke culture. And I tell you, half of my generation is woke. And y'all know that's why I don't claim my generation. I don't claim my generation. I say it loud and proud. Yeah.
I don't think it's going far enough. Because I've always identified as a chimp, right? Well, I am a chimp. If I say I'm a chimp, I am a chimp, you know.
Not only was that a snide remark at Caitlyn, it was a snide remark at the entire woke mob. But then, what he did next was a direct shade at dead naming and the ridiculousness of it all.
And don't ever dead name me. Don't ever call me Ricky Gervais again. From now on, you call me Bobo. So...
In a way, Bobo is just reminding everyone that if you want to be called something else, you better be ready for everyone to have a bit of fun with it too. Classic Ricky, stirring the pot like that. At this point, it's clear how Ricky feels about Hollywood celebrities trying to get all political. In case you missed it earlier, hear it again from the horse's mouth.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg.
So you can imagine how the internet went berserk when he posted a video taunting Hollywood influencers and celebrities who try to sway their fans politically. It was a hilarious satire, but the message in it rings loud and clear.
Hi guys, Ricky G here, wellness and beauty influencer. As a celebrity, I know all about stuff, like science and politics. So trust me when I tell you who you should vote for. If you don't vote the right way, it's like a hate crime. It makes me sad and angry. And I'll leave the country. Leave that one out.
According to Ricky, most Hollywood...
That clip right there went viral this election cycle. Man, that clip right there went viral. Viral, man. But again, y'all, it's just a disgrace, man, seeing what all took place. You know, and I'm telling y'all, grab your passport, get up out of here. We see some of y'all already left. Just go and get up out of here. Highly weird. People think the world revolves around them as they go to their mansions and unbelievable, man. A disgrace, highly weird. And I'm sick of all this woke crap. All this rot we got going on, man. Make common sense great again. And them hard-working patriots, them hard-working people around the world want their money back. And I would hate to be a Democrat around this time right now, especially if you donated. to see where all that money went. Unbelievable. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. And I tell you, somebody need to be arrested. A bunch of them. State trooper style. Walk backwards for me, ma'am. Sir, put your hands up. Yeah, put your hands up. Hands up on the floor. Get on the floor. Hands behind your back. You're coming with us. My bad, y'all. I'm off that moonshine this morning. Off that moonshine. Tell them they don't want to see Rick off that moonshine. They get real up in here. You know? Y'all got Ricky Gervais. Got me checking on Ricky Gervais early this morning. We're going to shut it down, baby. We're going to shut it down.
Hollywood celebrities should just stick to acting, but when they go ahead to promote their own political agenda, which they really aren't equipped to do, they sway their unsuspecting fans. And that's a big problem. But besides that, Ricky finds it absurd that any celebrity would influence things they have no clue on. And so, in one short video, he calls out all the political Hollywood celebrities all at once. So far, he has called out Hollywood actors, directors, and film executives. He's not even nearly done, because he goes on to destroy woke American entertainment journalists. And again, he did it to their faces. At the Golden Globes Awards, I mean, just take a look at how shocked Tom Hanks is.
Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time. So...
But like, that was not enough. In another year at the Golden Globes, Ricky shares what he thinks about the Hollywood foreign press.
As you know, the meal tonight was all vegetables, as are the members of the Hollywood foreign press.
By calling them vegetables, Ricky may have been implying that they don't really do their jobs, or do much at all. But you know how woke people seem to present themselves as morally upright and better than everyone else? Through virtue signaling and other tactics, they make it look like you're not a good person if you don't believe in their ideologies. Well, in the same Golden Globe monologue, Ricky completely destroys all the woke celebrities who act like they're better than everyone else by pointing out a single flaw in their systems.
So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you?
Apparently, Ricky is calling out the fact that these Hollywood stars who call themselves woke are actually hypocritical when it comes to the brands they work for. They seem okay ripping off thousands of other people if it enriches them. And they don't care if a brand exploits workers in their sweatshops.
And what does that sound like? Yeah, look at this current administration. What does that sound like? Oh, boy.
Matters is if they're getting paid. For woke celebrities who keep virtue signaling, Ricky believes this is hypocritical. But one celebrity that Ricky seems to always attack is Steve Carell. Why? Well, it appears Ricky believes Steve is ungrateful for his role in the show, The Office, which was created, written, and directed by Ricky Gervais himself, and he cast Carell in it. Or maybe it's because Ricky believes Steve is hogging all the credit for himself. Either way, there seems to be some bad blood between the two.
You probably know me as the creator of The Office.
Legendary.
No, you don't, do you? You think Steve Carell did it all? Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he, Steve Carell? He's amazing as the bumbling office manager. Where does he get his ideas from? Let's pay.
Now, was Steve being serious with that non-verbal threat? Well, you tell us. What do you think? On one hand, it appears to be banter between the two of them. But this next clip would make you wonder.
He was a jobbing actor, career not going that well if I'm being totally honest, who got his big break when I cast him in a remake of a show that I created called The Office. He's now leaving that show and killing a cash cow for both of us. Please welcome the wonderful Tina Fey and the ungrateful Steve Carell!
So, what do you think is really going on here? Is there some bad blood between the two of them? Or is all
Y'all know I'm an Office lover, man.
It's just banter between two friends and colleagues for show? Let us know in the comments.
I feel like you haven't really experienced a certain part of life if you haven't watched The Office. I'm just saying. How do y'all feel about me saying that? Comment down below, man. But Ricky Gervais, y'all. I'm glad I got to check this out because I've seen a couple y'all sending me to react to this for a while now. And we finally got to get into it, man. We finally got to get into it. But I love y'all. We're going to start doing more crazy, fun reactions like this. As the election just ended, we're going to get back to doing a lot of fun things and having a good time, man. Just, But I want to wish you guys, before we get out of here, just happy holidays, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Spend time with your loved ones. And again, I know some of y'all are not going to be invited. A lot of the emotions are still high, because quite frankly, we can't get along. We can't accept, what just took place 3 weeks ago. People are, very emotional, woke. And if Trump got back in, they don't want to deal with you. They cut you off. They unfriend you. They block you. They don't want to have nothing to do with you, even if you're their blood. If y'all share the same blood, sadly, even if they were part of your life for years, your childhood. I'm also going through that as well too. So I wanted to send you guys my love, man. And I want to tell you one love to the human race, and I encourage you to spread that love because God is love, y'all. Continue to spread that love. And again, want to wish you all a happy holidays. And big things are coming, man. The tide has turned. We the people have spoken loud and clear. And we're going to see how this thing plays out, man. But I want to send you guys my prayers and love. And I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one, man. Peace and love, family.